Flamio Hotman, and good afternoon, Air Acolytes, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Breaking Wind, a Last Airbender podcast. Woo is the right word because woo, Unalaq sucks.
He's not someone I'd like to hang with. That's for sure.
No, not someone I'd like to hang with. So I'm kind of wondering when Korra's going to figure it out. I think she's got it figured out by the end of this episode, but man, she's like 2 episodes late. So this is Civil Wars Part 1 of the second season of Book 2. Actually, Book 2 is the second season. Why did I say the second season of Book 2? This is the second season of Korra, which is called Book 2.
I'm just getting confused.
Spirits, because obviously Korra's been diving into the spirits to not realize that Unalaq sucks. So we open with the Northern Water Tribe basically invading the Southern Water Tribe here. One thing I did not notice is how much more I don't know what the word is, urban the Southern Water Tribe has gotten, because look at those buildings.
Yeah, they've certainly benefited from the industrialization, haven't they?
Absolutely. And I like
defense wasn't one of them, was it? Because they got occupied pretty easily.
Yeah. Well, I guess the way I kind of understand it is that Unalaq is the chief of the Northern Water Tribe and the Southern Water Tribe, and that I can't remember Korra's dad's name. He is like the governor. So this is basically like Kentucky taking over Tennessee. It's like, what is Kentucky gonna do? What is Tennessee gonna do? Well, let's never mind. They have guns. There's lots they can do. And Kentucky has chicken they could throw at them. That would be
you know what fascinates me about this, though, was the relationship I felt from the Avatar series between the Northern and Southern Water Tribe was like big brother, little sister, kind of a very... They got along well, but one was obviously not as much as the other one. But there was a relationship there, one built on respect. That no longer something's happened, correct?
Yeah.
It's just like now. So before it was 1980s was America, Canada, we're buddies, and now we've got today's America, Canada. We're going to take you over one day, type of deal.
Canada, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. We're working on it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't bother our brothers from the Commonwealth. We love our brothers from the Commonwealth.
I know. I'm so sorry. In our defense, I think a majority of us honestly thought he was joking. I don't know why. I don't know why, but yeah, we thought.
So Unalaq's basically JD Vance. So
yeah. So anyway, Korra's just like, I don't think this is a good thing you're doing, and he's like, Korra, this is fine. She's like, okay. And that's pretty much it.
She does seem confused, doesn't she? Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
what?
She knows what's going on, but I think she's like, was I that stupid to go along with this?
I don't know. I'm not dogging on Korra here. I'm really not, but I do think she was a little bit. I think her mind was a little bit lagged here, and it could just be the shock. It could be the fact that she is seeing Unalaq as somebody who can help her bring her avatar powers to the next level. It could also be that maybe she just doesn't believe that somebody in her family could sink this low. It could also be that maybe she's just kind of naive still. But yeah,
I think it's all of the above, mate. I think you just broke it all down perfectly.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people dogpile on Korra, but I think you also have to understand she's new at this. She's naive. She's been sheltered. She does not understand the evil that men do. She also does not understand the clothes that some men don't wear. Because meanwhile, back at the Southern Air Temple, Bumi and Kaya are vacationing with Vacation Tenzin. And
I should hate this and go, this is just fluff, get rid of it. But I had such a good time with all this.
This is, as I said, such a fascinating posthumous dissection of Aang, I think. Is that this wonderful, loving, peaceful human being that we grew to love over three seasons grew up to be kind of a crappy dad.
He did, man. Like, he had favorites and everything.
Yeah, which, I kind of came from a family where favorite.
Like,
That hurts because I wasn't the favorite, and I should have been because I'm awesome.
it is an indictment on Aang's parenting skills. I am shocked that they've done that. Oh, yeah, that guy you idolize and love. Yeah, he's not a good father. He will
But
let you
on the other hand, I can kind of understand why Aang would probably favor Tenzin if Tenzin was the only airbender he had. I'm not excusing that behavior, but I'm saying I get it. I get why you did that. But on the other hand, you know what? Take Kaya and Boomy with you to go ride the koi. What is wrong with you, Aang?
Yeah, like, come on. Remember, and poor Tenzin, he feels horrible because he's trying to say, no. We've always been a family. And then he's listing off things that he got to do and they never
Yeah,
got to do.
he's kind of realizing it too. It's like, oh,
Yeah, that
my
moment
dad
was like,
did suck.
wow.
But speaking of bad parenting, that's when Milo and Janora show up, and they're like,
Milo would
yeah,
be a great parent.
we lost Iggy. Sorry, we don't know where she's at.
Yeah.
And that brings us to our cursed screenshot of the episode.
Ha!
Yeah, this is me after Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's good to see her getting agitated too. That was a bit of a
But you
surprise.
know what? Again, I get it. I get it. So this kicks off our B plot of oh my gosh, I am forgetting names like everywhere. This kicks off the B plot of Tenzin and Boomy and Kaya searching for Iggy on the island. And it's basically just them yelling at each other.
It's therapy time.
It is therapy. It is family therapy time. But we're gonna break from this and we're gonna get back to Tony Stark because Tony Stark.
Oh yes.
Varric is mad because it seems that it seems that Unalaq is basically threatening his wealth right now. He's threatening his ability to trade, and so Varric is stirring the hornet's nest right now. He's fanning the flames of a rebellion for very selfish reasons. It's all to protect his money, which totally never happens in reality.
No,
The rich
but it
never
works,
do
though.
this.
It
Ever.
works though.
It does work.
Because what it means is like it's nice to see him not being part of the rebellion. Yeah, for his own advantage. I think that adds to this character quite well.
Oh yeah. Well, Tarlok says, "Hey Korra, go talk to Unalaq and see if you can figure this out because it's gonna help out the people if you do." And Korra's all like, "I hate you. God, you're so stupid." Yeah, she's very angry with her dad. And it's justified. The anger is justified. I get why she's angry, but man, she's mean in this episode. She's so mean to him.
Yeah, and it's just like, but again, she's human.
Well, she's human. People are mean.
Up.
And speaking of nobody's perfect except Bolin. Bolin's the perfect human being. And he's trying his best to be a dutiful boyfriend to Eska and Desna. Because I'm sorry, right now Bolin's dating both of them. Which, number one, you go, Bolin. That is amazing.
I just love the fact that he's done. He's done.
One episode of dating Eska, and yeah, he's done. And look at poor Pabu. Oh my gosh, Pabu even wants to get away from there. Again, Deska and Esna they're comedy gold. They are. Yes, they are derivative of Wednesday Addams, but you know what? I don't care. I laugh. Laugh at my amusing joke, Bolin.
Yeah, that was
that one scene where they both start laughing is like it's terrifying because they just ha 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 laugh, Bolin. They leave and Bolin goes to talk to Mako because Bolin doesn't want to date Eska anymore.
Help me.
Help me. You're great at driving away women. You're in a toxic relationship. Give me advice, big brother.
Yes.
Which I love that Bolin's like, I don't mean it that way. Korra better watch out because you're going to mess up the relationship, bro. Totally not.
Bolin
I'm not in a toxic relationship. What are you talking about? Oh, God, Bolin, she's so mean.
I'm loving Bolin so much that I'm like, they better give him an epic moment in this series. He deserves it.
He's got I don't think it's this season, but he does have an epic moment, and it's
Yeah.
one of my favorite epic moments of the whole series. And just the line, "I know, I just found out," is gonna echo in my brain forever, and that'll make sense next season.
Mm.
So, Uncle, I'm kind of thinking that you might be the bad guy here, but I'm not sure. And my dad, who
Yeah.
totally sucks, told me to come here and talk to you.
Yeah.
Um,
And look,
and
here's the
Korra,
tip, guys. If the throne room is very poorly lit, the person sitting there probably evil. Because evil people don't seem to like buy floor lamps or any sort of, illumination.
Strike me down with all
Yes.
your anger, Korra.
Yeah.
Then your journey
That's
to
what
the
it
dark
is.
side will be complete. Something dark side.
it really hurts my voice to do that. Man.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine
how
the
did
poor
that
guy
dude
with
do
Ian
that?
McDermott has to do that.
No, how did Ian do it? Hold on, I need a
don't know.
beverage. Oh,
That is good water, good H2O. Thank you.
You kind of sound more like Seth MacFarlane's Emperor Palpatine, which I love.
And then I threw him right out. And I threw the entire set at him. It was great.
Go for Palpatine.
you watch out, Seth. I'm coming for you. Meanwhile, on the streets, the Northern Water Tribe soldiers are basically bullying the heck out of the Southern Water Tribe, and Korra, who Unalaq has said needs to be neutral in this conflict, is trying to be neutral. Hey, we're all part of one tribe. What is wrong with you? Let's try to get along. But then she starts getting snowballs thrown at her by little girls saying, "You're the worst avatar ever." Ah! So yeah, some immature child screaming at Korra that she's the worst avatar ever is pretty much every incel on the internet talking about this show. I have no respect for any of you, and that's never going to change.
I don't
Tarlock.
understand it. I just don't understand it.
I don't either. I will say again, the people who complain about Korra being a terrible avatar because she's a victim, and the people who ask, well, what was she wearing after a woman is sexually assaulted? The Venn diagram between them is a circle, is all I'm going to say. Tarlock shows up.
Doesn't it make her journey even more powerful if she goes through mistakes, trial? The more mistakes she makes, the more tribulation she has and all that.
Yes.
Makes her a more powerful hero when the time comes. Morons out there.
I completely agree. Tarlock shows up. Oh, wow. I just remembered his name. Tarlock shows up and basically helps Korra diffuse the situation. And then he turns around and says, "Korra, am I not a good father to you?"
"Screw you, Dad. I hate you."
Yeah. It's complex.
It is. And again, her anger is justified. It's just misplaced right now. Meanwhile, Boomy, Tenzin, and Kaya are searching for Jinora, and they continue griping at each other. And that is that scene. Again, it's a good scene, but that's all it is.
It's family. Yeah, it's the drama unfolding still.
Yes. And I love how they have basically taken adult Aang and given Boomy and Tenzin like the same features almost.
Yeah.
And even Kaya has got a little bit of Katara in her.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's and it's there. Yeah, it's done so well because they are recognizable. Even the kids are recognizable to Tenzin and to their mother.
Yes. So Korra goes and says, "We need to have a toxic relationship moment, Mako." And of course Mako's like, "Oh, how many eggshells do I need to walk on right now, Korra?" I don't. These two are
most could be cut out of the show at the moment, Mark.
Yeah, pretty much. But it does lead to this where he says, why don't we go have a meal together and leave all this Avatar stuff behind?
Phenomenal.
It's a double date, or what do you call it? It wouldn't even be a double date. It's like a 2.5 date. Because
so the literal only difference between them is the eyeliner. That is the only difference.
The hair is a little different. Deska's got longer hair.
Oh yeah, but that's about it.
That's it. And again, I think whenever Bolin's dating them, he doesn't know the difference.
He doesn't know.
And again, I'm gonna say he's dating both of them at this point. This is like they're a cute little throuple.
They're
at
still
this.
not having a good time.
And if he
Still not
was
having a good time.
and if he was to accidentally kiss Deska and then realize it, I still think he'd be into it. I'm just saying.
Well, they seem as passionate as each other, don't they? Those twins.
Yeah. But Bolin has not broken up with Eska or Deska yet. And he's acting like he's happy until they both leave, and then he's like, "Oh my god, you've got to help me! Oh my god, it's terrible. You two don't belong to each other. Maybe you can give me some advice."
It's crazy.
I
Poor
love
guy.
Bolin so much. I just love the guy. Korra goes home and talks to her mom, and she realized her mom spills the beans like, "Oh yeah, I knew your dad was like tossed out of the Northern Water Tribe years ago. We tried to give you a normal childhood, girl. What's wrong with you? We couldn't have a normal childhood if your dad was kicked out." And Korra brings up a good point. Like, I'm the Avatar. I wasn't going to have a normal childhood. And the mom
Good point.
agrees with her. So again,
it's a good point.
Korra's anger is justified here. Her disappointment is justified.
Do you think she also feels disappointed because she maybe blames that situation for her what she feels is a lack of advancement with her skill set?
I think so. And you know what? Again, justified, because even though he is the obvious bad guy, Unalaq's involvement in Korra's life has let her unlock powers she's never had before. She is now a stronger Avatar than she was last season because of Unalaq. This is something that Tenzin could have given her. This is something that experience could have given her. Something Tarlok could have given her, but they chose not to. And I totally understand why she's disappointed and angry. Now,
but
is
the
she
question
being
is
mean
why
about it?
they
Yes.
chose to. Why they chose to.
Because she had to be protected.
Out of
Now,
fear, right?
Because there is a reason we haven't been introduced to yet, but there is a faction. I don't even want to say who they are, because I think it's more fun when you find out what they're called. There is a faction out there who basically wants to end the Avatar cycle. And that was a lot of the reason why Tenzin and Tarlok were keeping Korra places where she could be protected. They don't really say this season, but next season, they're like, okay, this is why. Oh, okay, I get it.
Okay.
Which, again, they could have told her this. Why did you not tell her this? Hey, by the way, these people want to kill you. Oh, dang, I should stay here where I could be protected.
Well, I can understand when she's 7.
Yeah,
but by the time that kid's hitting adolescence,
by
the time she's 12, I would say you'd be sitting her down, going, "This is the reality," you know.
Or it could be one of those things like, well, this will upset her. I'll tell her tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, it's dragging their feet.
We get a really interesting scene here where Boomy's telling a story and Tenzin just like loses it and say, "Oh my god, I'm so tired of your crap. None of this stuff happened. You're such a liar." And then Boomy tells them instead of going down the long way, he wants to climb down this waterfall, and he's jumping from ledge to ledge, and it's very dangerous. And we learn through dialogue that Boomy is overcompensating because he feels inferior to his brother and sister. This big, bombastic, loudmouth, wild man, as General Iroh called him, is insecure. And he takes chances. And he ends up paying for it because he ends up hurting himself by falling off the thing. While, Kaya and Tenzin just, they use their bending powers to get down there. And they're like ridiculing him the entire time. It's like, oh yeah, look at that, the non-bender. Wee. Yeah, that would make me want to kind of prove myself too. So again,
yeah, absolutely. I understand his point of view.
Yeah, it's a simple story where not a lot happens, but I don't think a lot was meant to happen. I think we're just getting to know these three and their family dynamic.
It's world building, really, this episode, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of world building in this episode. Korra shows up at Unalaq's. Palace. Oh, I forgot.
Rather determined.
Yeah, I forgot. During this conversation, Korra's mom says something about her dad. Might lead. He's been asked to lead a rebellion. She's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe my dad would do that." So she runs to Unalaq's palace and arrives just in time to see, oh, Daddy's kidnapping Uncle. That's not good. I loved this scene. I really did because the animation and Korra's expression was great. Where she says, "Just put him down. We can say that we fought. You can leave. We can pretend this didn't happen." You know, she's
Yeah.
so desperate to save her dad right now.
Yeah.
But she's not given a choice. She has to engage in an action sequence, which is very good. And then whenever she gets her dad, whenever she defeats her dad, she realizes, "Oh, that's not dad. You're not my
Yeah.
daddy, are you?" Um, and then the guy that
Dum,
that
dum,
she thought was her
dum.
dad says, "Tarlock wouldn't come with us. He wouldn't join us. That traitor. He's a traitor just like you." I'm sorry. That's really good writing.
Yeah.
He's just like you.
Like you.
That's the moment. That's the moment. Chorus, I think, makes the heel turn right there. And again, it's great writing. The people
Yeah,
who
it is fantastic
yeah,
writing.
the people who ridicule this show are dummies. I think. Now there are some
Mm.
bad episodes, but this one's not one of them. Korra talks to Unalaq and she says, "Hey, due process, dude. These guys need to go on trial." And he's like,
Yes.
"Due process? I don't remember ever agreeing to do due process. What the heck? Who does that?" And again, who does that?
Who does that?
Who takes an oath to fulfill a constitution, for example, and then doesn't want to do due process?
I don't know. Maybe the biggest country in the world. Don't know.
Yeah,
Don't
you know, the biggest
There you
country in the world. But again, that would never happen in real life. Nobody is that big of a douchebag.
Nope.
Korra runs home and she sees Tarlock and her mom there. And oh my gosh, again, the animation, the facial expressions are so
Yeah.
good. I actually teared up a little bit right here.
Yeah.
I
That's
really did.
devastation on her face.
That really
She
is.
is
And
distraught.
yeah, she is distraught and she apologizes to her dad. "I'm so sorry
Yeah.
for all the pain I've caused you." And he apologizes to her. And it's such a
Yeah.
natural, organic scene. And you're
It's a
just like,
beautiful moment.
what a
You know,
beautiful way to end the episode. No,
how
the
many live
douchebag
action
express comes right to the front door.
I tell
You
you
were
what,
going to have a
that
thought. What's your
moment,
thought?
yeah, that moment, I watch a lot of live action stuff in my life, of course. So much stuff I see in television when it comes to emotion, those type of moments, won't even give me a flicker. But yeah, that, because of the writing, because of how they execute it, yeah, I almost, start bawling my eyes out.
Yeah. But
Because it
let's
is
get.
yeah,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
go on.
No, you go
I'm going to
ahead.
go
You
into
go
this
ahead.
whole thing. I just want to be hugged, Jason, all right? Go move on.
I'm on the other side of the planet. I can't. You know what? Touch the ground right now. Touch the ground.
Oh, there you go.
Do you feel me, brother? Do you
Spiders
feel?
bit me. Damn it. Goddamn
Sorry,
spiders.
I think that was Battle Cat biting you through the planet.
Anyway.
So anyway, let's get
Yeah,
back
the twist.
on
The twist.
the
Dun, dun,
douchebag
dun.
express right on
Yeah.
time. Unalaq shows up and he's like, "Hey, it's time for me to reveal my evil master plan, and I'm going to arrest you for treason because I can." Dun dun dun.
Dun.
And that leaves us at the end of Civil War Part 1.
Mm-hmm. No one grew giant to 40 feet. Right? No quips. No airport sequence. And it was still a great episode.
It really was. One action sequence, and it was kind of short. But yeah, this is an episode that is very strong with characterization. It's very strong with just fantastic writing and emotion. And it raises the stakes. Jace, I don't remember enjoying the second season of this show as much as I am right now. So I'm what the hell mood was I in back in?
Well, the thing is, what you've done, you've put me in a state of apprehension when I go into these episodes because I'm thinking, is this the one that sucks? And so far, I haven't hit that moment yet. So who knows? Well, gee, unless they completely drop the ball on the second part, it won't be in the next episode, will it?
Gosh, I hope not. I hope I'm just going to continue being pleasantly surprised, to be honest.
Well, yeah, that would. It'd be pretty bad if the second half of part 1, part 2 episode is awful.
Oh, no. I don't.
Though there are people out there that think that about Best of Both Worlds, the most famous two-parter on television from Star Trek Next Generation.
No, they're dumb. This is dumb.
But you've heard it. You know there are people that do
I
not
know.
like that second part. Yeah.
I know. I've heard them, and they're wrong.
Yes, I agree. They're wrong. In fact, the second part probably
Second part of Best of Both Worlds isn't any good. Okay, but you're wrong, though.
Yeah, and the haters on this show are wrong too. So
Yes, they are.
there you go.
We, however, are right. And
Mhm.
if you would like to continue watching us being right, please click the link below for a link to our Patreon. The link is in the video description, by the way.
Yeah.
You can support us for as little as $5 a month or more. You can also become a YouTube channel member and get videos early. You also get them early on Patreon, but you get them earlier on YouTube because it happens automatically.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's not a couple of days earlier, folks. Let's just reiterate that. Right? Currently, people are seeing things. Wow, they're like seeing cuts of films 6 months before. Like it's maybe not at that scale, but you definitely get to see things sometimes up to a couple of months before Jason at this point, right?
Well, you are watching this. If you are not a member, you're watching this on June 13th, 2025 or later.
Yep.
The people who are YouTube channel members will probably have this video by tomorrow, May 9th. So
So
an
almost a
entire
month.
month and a half
Yeah.
early. So, oh my gosh.
Good stuff.
Why would you not become a YouTube channel member or a Patreon?
How is that not
It
value for money?
Exactly. You know what?
Value for money.
Yeah, you know what? Skip the extra large latte. It's bad for you. It's going for your hips. Why not just invest in us? It's a return on your investment.
That's right. Say no to the Hershey bar, yes to the Jason Roy Gaston.
Exactly. We are just as sweet, and we won't rot your teeth.
So
Be sure.
much, I'm not claiming you won't get diarrhea, but
We'll probably give you diarrhea and maybe a little bit of diabetes. But one thing you can count on, other than the diabetes, is we will be back next week with Civil War Part 2 right here on Breaking Wind, a Last Airbender podcast. I almost called this a Last Podbender Aircast. Why not? We'll just call it that from now on. A Last Podbender Aircast. I like it.
Got it.